Hello, good people. This is your confidence coach, Sonceré, and you are in the Confidence Confession series here on YouTube. Yay! Ooh, 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 ooh. This is the first show, and I am just so very excited because I get to kick this first show off with some fantastic women. You are going to love these four, okay? They are the first ones to debut on my new show here on YouTube. And I am so very excited that you decided to join us today. And so, what I like to do is I am going to tell you a little bit about myself while we're getting everybody together in the green room. We're waiting for a couple people. Oh, glare in my glasses. All right. How about now? Is the glare a little better? Can I get the thumbs up? There we go. I can't take them off because I won't be able to see. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and then what I'm doing with this live show on YouTube. And then I'm going to maybe I'll take the color down a little bit. And then I'm going to bring up my fantastic four. I have fantastic four women who have done something phenomenal that needs to be shared with others. And so I decided with God that it's time to do something a little different with the Women's Confidence Tours. And so many of you know that I am the creator behind the Women's Confidence Tour. It's a platform, a brand that was created in the midst of a pandemic. And God kind of spoke to me one day and said, "Hey, you know what? I need you to start a women's conference." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know how to do that." And he's like, "You don't need to worry about that. Just get the women together and get the environment, and I'll bring you the people." And so I decided to follow that voice and I picked up the phone and called a couple people. They said yes. And in May of 2020, I had my first women's confidence tour. It was fabulous. I mean, fantastic. Like 240 women signed up. I didn't even think I knew 240 women, which I didn't at the time. But they came out and we were together like 6 hours or more. It was so fantastic. I had 13 speakers. I had 15 women owned businesses who had vending. And it was just a wonderful experience. And I thought I was done. And then God said, "Oh, no, not finished." And so that one turned into two, turned into three, four, five, all the way to eight. And I had my eighth conference this year. And so when I was planning for number nine, God was like, "Okay, it's time to stop. I'm going to do some things a little different." But I didn't know what that was. And so not until I'm really going to tell you the secret here. Not until yesterday did the idea drop into me. God tapped me and said, "Confidence Confessions." I was in another meeting and somebody mentioned, "Hey, Sansaray, don't you have a show called Confessions?" I'm like, "I don't, but now I do." Here it is. And we are here. We are going to continue the same theme that we had for the Women's Confidence Tours, which is to uplift, empower, and educate women to be more confident. Now, this series, what we're going to do is we're going to spotlight women in all areas of genres of life, things that women are doing where they are using their confidence every single day to step into their purpose. And some of them haven't been doing it that long and have had great success by standing firm on what has been whispered in their heart by their God. And I am so glad that I get to do this because it fuels me knowing that I get to fuel others. So, enough about me. This is about these fantastic four women that I've had the privilege of working with. And so, what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring them into the studio so that you get to meet them too. Because when I tell you, you are going to want to stay connected to them. They are about to do some fantastic things in the world. Not that they haven't already, but they're going to do these things together, the four of them. And so you want to be a part of that. So we're going to tell you all about who they are. I'm going to tell you how you can get in contact with them. And it is going to be a blast. So I'm going to let them in now. And here we go. I hope they are ready. Entering the stage is Samima Aziz. Yay, Tyree Thornton.
Hey.
Yeah, Hatcher. And Jermaine. Hello, Jermaine. Welcome all to the stage. These are my guests, y'all. And what I'm going to do is I am going to mute you guys until it's time to talk because there's a lot of background noise. It looks like we're having some technical difficulties with one of my Fantastic Four, but I know this was all meant to be. It's going to work out. We're going to get Jermaine here. So, what I'd like to do is just to begin with a small introduction. I'm going to let these fantastic women introduce themselves and let them tell you one or two things about them because it's going to be so important for you to know that. So let's get started with Samima. Samima, come on up. I'm going to unmute you.
All right. I am here. Thank you so much, Sonceré, for introducing us and having us as your first guest on this platform. My name is Samima Aziz, and I am one of the Fantastic Four. We started our prayer circle a couple of years back, and as our I am statements, it just happened that I think I said we should write a book about this. These affirmations are so powerful in the morning, and that's just how it came about. That's how we got our start. It was just an idea based on some powerful affirmations and morning prayers. Can't hear you.
I know I'm going to get it together. Y'all going to have some patience with me. This is the first show. This is the kickoff. So guess what? This is going to be good. We're going to kick this baby off. I'm going to get used to his mute button. And we are going to get Jermaine in the studio. I know we will. And so thank you, Samima, for telling us a little bit about you. Going to move on to Tyree. All right, Tyree, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Oh, hi, I'm Tyree. I am a retired educator, dancer, choreographer, and a lover of the arts, dancing and performing with All Women's African Company, Giwa and Mata here in Georgia. Yes.
Okay.
And the Sister Circle book that we wrote, we've known each other for a while, so we've just been friends forever.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Tyree. This is author number 2. We're going to tell you all about their book. And now we are going to move on to Ya. We're going to bring Ya up. All right, Ya. It's on you.
Hi, I am Ya Hatcher, and a fun fact about me is that I am a teacher. I teach middle school, fun age, crazy lady. I love to drive. I'm the driver. Like you need that 16-hour drive person. That's me. That's me. So that's my
I
fun fact.
love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. I'm the road dog.
Yes.
I love the
I feel
open
like I call
road.
myself a road diva.
Yes, it's so fun to be able to just, hit the streets.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for joining. And it looks like we just lost our fourth Fantastic Four, but I'm sure she is going to come on in. So we're going to continue. And as soon as she comes in, we'll take a break, ladies, and make sure that Jermaine has an opportunity to introduce herself. And so what I'd like to do is to ask you guys a few questions. All right, let's do this. All right, so the first question that I have for you all is how did you all meet? Who'd like to answer that question? You can come off mute.
I can't hear.
Okay, I can start. We met each other. Samima, Ya, and Tyree went to middle school together in New York when we were about 9, 10 years old. And Samima and Jermaine are sisters. So they knew each other as sisters, and the three of us went to school together in New York City. So we've been knowing each other since we were 10, 11, maybe.
I love it. Y'all. That is so fantastic. I love it. So fantastic. There is an open mic in the background.
Jermaine.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I can hear some feedback. So we're gonna have to get that taken care of. That is so fantastic. It's childhood friends. So you guys came together as childhood friends to write your first book together. These Fantastic Four have written a book, and it is some motivation for your soul. You want to have a copy of this book. And so my next question for you all is, when did you start writing this book? Samima?
It was about 6 months ago. I remember it was fall and the winter, and we were thinking about a launch date for March. So it's been 6 months. It was a 6 month process. Anybody
Awesome.
else have any other thoughts about that?
You were part of it. We were
You
on the
see me?
prayer call. On the prayer call, and Samima was the one that said we should write a book. We have all these I am statements. We might as well put it in a book.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Huh?
Awesome. So it's so nice to know that even when you grow up as young girls together, that you still can cultivate friendships through your 20s and 30s
Mhm.
and 30s and 30s and 30s. We're going to stop at the 30s. That you get to continue with those friendships. You know, you guys have a wonderful story, and it's so inspirational for those young adults who may have, just stepped into some new friendships and just unsure about where it could go and where it could lead. This is what can happen. You can be friends with people for many years and then decide that, listen, we are going to go and do something fantastic
Mhm.
together and unite all of our superpowers together.
I
Such
think another thing that helped us to stay together is that we weren't afraid to share our journeys and realize we were going through similar things at similar times. Sometimes people want you to think that they have everything perfect and kind. But we were like, oh no, this is happening in my life. It's okay. We're gonna work on this. Oh, that happened to me too. So we weren't afraid to share our mistakes, our joys and loves and hates and all those things together.
That is so fantastic. That's what you call true friendship. And so speaking of true friendship, we're gonna give a shout out to the fantastic fourth author that is having some technical difficulties. And so we're hoping and praying that Jermaine is able to join us because she is an integral part of this
Yes.
phenomenal team. So let us continue to keep Jermaine in our prayers while she gets the connection together because we really want to hear what she has to say.
She's that lead spiritual warrior.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so the
Yeah.
next question I have for you guys are, what's the inspiration behind the book and the book title?
Mm. The
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yes.
Woo! I am. We felt like it was important to know who we are and to feel that you are important, and that your affirmations every day tell you who you are, and they should be positive ones.
Awesome. Anybody else want to answer that question? The inspiration behind the book title and behind the book?
Well, the inspiration behind the book, from my perspective, was to share what we were experiencing in the morning. I
Mhm.
mean, really, no one, this was not nobody. It wasn't a mandate that everybody call in at 6:45, but we just did it, and we were getting some good feedback from one another, good support, and I guess if in our culture, in our community, I mean, we've all learned from kids, say your prayers in the morning, right? Say your prayers at night. And we go through our life and sometimes, we falter off. But as you get older and life is serious, we, we know that, as my grandmother always said, God is good all the time. That there's a power greater than ourselves. That's one thing that we realize. That there's
Yes.
a bigger force that's in control, and we are blessed when we commune with that force and when we seek guidance. And it was just a powerful spiritual moment in the morning, and it's like everybody needs to experience this. We need to write a book about this and share it with others.
Yes.
So
I know
that's the inspiration.
for me that the prayer circle that we have, like Samima was saying, and we needed this, like you said at the beginning of your introduction. 2020 kind of stressed everybody out. It flipped a lot of things that went on, and knowing as we've made up the I am statements, like Tyree said, things started to realize for us. For me, it was like, wow, it's changing. Like when I said I'm open to new opportunities, it opened up new opportunities. When I say I'm at peace, because I knew I was about to get into something that was crazy, it actually, I went into it with peace because I said, I affirmed, I declared this is going to be what I'm going to do. And it worked.
Mhm.
That
Jermaine is
is,
here. Yay.
yay, the prayers work that we got Jermaine back. Jermaine, can you hear us?
She
Yes,
can't
can you
hear
hear
us.
me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Can you hear me?
Fantastic. Yes, we can. Yes, 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 we can hear you. So I'd like to let Jermaine introduce herself and tell us about one or two things about her. So Jermaine, the floor is yours.
One or two things about me. Uh, I'm from the Bronx, and I was raised Catholic, and my father is Muslim.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Yes.
There's a small delay. I think there's a pause that's happening. Okay, so we are going to move in. Thank you, Jermaine, for introducing who you are. The Fantastic Four would not be the Fantastic Four without Jermaine, Tyree, and Samima. So I'm glad that we were able to bring her in so that she could participate into the interview. And so the next question I have for you all is, what is a sister circle?
Mhm. Good question.
A sister circle is your support. Those are the people that have your front and your back and tell you what,
Mhm.
okay, calm down, or you need to spark it up, or, we're going to make it through. It's the support system. It's
Yeah.
those systems that are truly there for you. They're not fake, they're not superficial. That's your prayer circle, your
Yeah.
sisters.
Anybody else want to respond?
Yeah.
Good question. Good answer, y'all. She
Yeah.
said it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a support.
We
It's
support each other and motivate
yes.
each other.
Go ahead, Jermaine. We want to hear from you because we hadn't.
No, I just said we support each other. Can you hear me? We support
Yes.
Yes,
each other and we motivate each other to
Mhm.
get us started
absolutely.
for
Hmm.
our day.
Absolutely. So the
And
next,
I'm sorry. That's
no,
what was on the title of our book. It says we inspire, we motivate, we support, and heal. So those are all those things that sister circle does.
Mhm.
awesome, awesome. Now, how often does the sister circle meet?
We meet every day at
Every day.
6:45 a.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday it's 8 a.m. We meet for 15 minutes on the phone. That's our spiritual time. And when Jermaine comes down to Atlanta, we make it our business to get together. And we do things outside of that, but our core and our base is our circle in the morning, our prayer circle in
Mhm.
the morning.
That is so fantastic. 7 days a week. I hope you
Mhm.
guys who have joined us heard that. Not only are they childhood friends, but they have made the decision to meet with each other 7 days a week. Now, that's how you cultivate a relationship. So if
Mhm.
you are out there and you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s and you're wondering what your relationships are going to be like when you're in your 40s and 50s, this is a huge example of what it takes to continue to have these types of relationships. Not only are you getting together for 15 minutes per day, but you guys are praying. And
Mhm.
so you're sharing and lifting up the spirits of one another. So I just think it's so fantastic. And so I have a question for Jermaine. How did you guys come up with the title of the book? Jermaine, can
How
you
did
hear
we
me?
come up with the title of the book? Can you hear me? Can you hear
I
me?
can't.
Yes.
Yes.
You froze. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we came up with the title because yeah, we talked about it, and it's what we do. We have our I am affirmations every day to start our day. So we said it's I am, and we're Sister Circle, and we're prayer warriors. So we just kind of put it together and said that's what we do, and that's the title of our book
Mhm.
because it's what we do.
Fantastic. 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 I love that. And so, what I'd like to do is, I'd like you guys to tell me a little bit about the book. When these readers and the folks who are attending this live interview, when they go to Amazon to look up I Am Prayer Warrior Sister Circle, what will they find when that book comes to their house? Tell me a little bit about what's inside that little power pack book there. Tell me about it.
And look,
Yeah.
so this little Power Pack book has 90 days worth of declarations for you for healing, inspiration, motivation, and support. You will find, I don't know if you can see it, on each page there is an I am statement, and there's some commentary, and there's also space for your thoughts, for you to participate, for you to get involved in who you are as well, and find your own sister circle or your own whatever circle. But in this book you will find 90 days worth of, there it is,
Mhm.
of statements that you can read and write your own thoughts on.
I
So,
like
so
I'd
fantastic.
like to add also that at the beginning there are dedications, and usually when you find that most books, the dedications kind of one or two sentences, but we really thought deeply about our dedications and who we wanted to dedicate the book to. So you'll get to read each of our dedications, and at the end there's a biographical sketch because we wanted you to know something about who we are and our lives and how we came together. So I found it very interesting as we were doing the book just to read from my friends that I've known and my sister, but to actually see what they put together on their bios and dedication page. It was very interesting. So we wanted to share that with the
Mhm.
readers as well.
Mhm.
That
And
is so fantastic. Go ahead. I want to
I
hear
feel like when our readers read, when you read our book, when you get our book, it'll inspire you to look at, oh, this is really what I need, like right now. Like I like one of the statements that Tyree made. I can't quote it word for word, but I am clearing my space so I can make room for the new things that are coming in my space. Because sometimes we really truly need to clear the space, or protecting our peace. Those type of things that we need to go into the day with. We need that inspiration. I need to change this energy. And I love the statements of what you need. They're down to earth is what we feel right now. Is what we all, as I speak to my other sister friends and sister circles, I'm like, yes, you need this book. Like, wait, you need to be a part of our prayer circle. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Jermaine, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I do. Because I came in late, I don't know what was said before, but it's more than a prayer circle, prayer warriors. I mean, we have different parts to it, with the breathing and the oils, and then the I am statement is important because we clear the space and then we set the day. It's setting the tone for the day. You have to start standing in your power. Your I am statement makes you stand in your power. We give a commentary on why we said the I am, but it's I am, and we repeat it so that we all pick up the power and the energy and the vibration of that I am statement. And at the end, Samima will say, which one ever resonates with you. If they all do, you take it with you so that now you're starting your day in a positive, high vibration. You're not negative and thinking about what happened yesterday. Now we have a circle that we protected our peace and
Mhm.
we paved the day to start and set our day on a high vibration.
That is fantastic. I think that's just fantastic.
Mhm.
May I
Starting.
may I add one more thing, Sonceré? The I am statements are authentic statements. They aren't anything that we've read from somebody's book or somebody. They come from us each morning, and it's a reflection of whatever is happening or whatever we may need for that day. So they are authentic I am statements in the morning. That is another reason why we decided to capture them and put them in the book.
Mhm.
Did you all hear that? Authentic I am statements. These fantastic women are waking up in the morning and they're being transparent with one another and they're going to voice whatever is in their heart at the time. And that's where the title comes in, the subtitle 90 daily declarations for healing. So, reading these I am statements will give you healing, will give you inspiration, will give you motivation and support. And so, if you are here listening, you need to go to the link that I dropped in the chat and make sure that you go ahead and get your copy of the book. Tyree has it in her hand. It's a nice, fantastic piece of literature that you can put in your bag while you're waiting. You're riding the bus, while you're waiting in the doctor's office, wherever there is a line. Instead of picking up the magazine in the grocery store, you can whip out your little book. And make sure you tell people about it. So, ladies, this is the next question I have for you. What's next for the Sister Circle?
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Go
We
ahead.
are going to St. Croix and we're going to be doing a book signing. Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait. So
We're celebrating Jermaine.
His
yeah.
birthday.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, Jermaine is coming up. That was that's our other inspiration for what we're doing.
Yes, 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 yes.
And we will put, there's a possibility that we'll be able to have some of the books at the Harlem Week in New York City. So we're working on that to see if the books can get to New York City and at Harlem Week. So hopefully we'll be there as well.
All right. If you are in the house, these are international authors. They are going to St. Croix. They will be in the sea breeze signing their books.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me tell
fun.
you, this
Well,
is
if you're in St. Croix, we will be at the Parrotfish Restaurant on July 19th. From 6
listen
to
here.
8.
They just published this book a few weeks ago, and it's just been a fantastic journey. And so I'd like to have someone speak about your writing. You talked about how you guys put the book together. Let's talk about your publishing journey. How was that experience for you all?
I want to say that Sonceré helped us out. Like she kept telling us, you already have the content. I think it was Sonceré or Samima to say, you already have the content. You know what you already have that. We just need to put it together. And it was we kept a journal. Samima and Tyree were the recorders,
Yes.
and we kept that journal, and then wrote down why we came up with those statements. And I love the fact that Sonceré was like, okay, so you have to have a cover. We came up with the name, what kind of symbols, and I remember the shield part. That was the part that was fun too. Making
Yeah.
up the shield. Like, do we want
Yeah.
the superhero shield, or we don't want the masculine shield? We want, but Tyree, show them the shield.
Right.
So,
Yes.
what
So
the
we
But
came
yes,
up with our
Sonceré.
circle shield.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to
Well,
add
Wendy?
that Sonceré is my cousin, and I knew that she was publishing, and it was like a natural go-to. You know, when the idea came, oh, we should do a book. I mean, it was I wasn't going to any other publishers. I was going to go first to my cousin, and then she's a African American. She's female, and we must support one another. And so she made the process just seamless, just seamless. We had content which was over 50% of what we needed to do, and she guided us through every step of the way, confidently giving us the confidence that we could do this, right?
Yep. She
And
said you
when we
do
got
this.
Yeah.
when we got close to the end, we
Yeah.
kept saying, "Are we really doing it? Is this really happening? Do we really have a book?" And then when we got the cover, we just really got that just ratcheted things up because it's like, oh my God, our ideas and
Yeah.
everything that was in our head, we can now see it, and it was a joyful journey.
A
Yeah.
joyful journey. Anybody else have
Can I?
anything?
Yeah, I want to. Yes, I want to add absolutely Sonceré because we talked about it. It's like, oh, it's just a thought in our head. But when we spoke to her, she was like, it's already done. You have a book, and then it's like it sunk in. It's like Yeah, we have a book, right? So that was exciting news. Thank you. But I also wanted to mention, because I came in late, did you talk about the symbols wait, before we go there, and we created that cover, like we talked about it. Remember, we said we wanted. I said I wanted like the stardust and sparkles, and we had our favorite colors. So that cover, when you look at the book, we created that. Nobody helped us with it. We came up with that on our own. Yep, with
Yes.
all of our favorite colors.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I don't know if you
And
talked about that. And you talked about
Yeah,
the symbols too?
not yet. We're getting
Okay.
there. So this process working
Didn't.
with you all, I just like to mention that this is the first time I've worked with four authors at once.
ah,
Four phenomenal women. They're beautiful, as you can see. And let me tell you, they knew what they wanted. So it was easy for me because I didn't have to come up with the ideas. All I needed to do is help them to execute. And
Mhm.
so it was an easy project because they already came with the material that they already wanted to publish and they knew what they wanted. It was, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. But this is it. When they saw it, they knew that's what they wanted. And so
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that it was a pleasure working with you. And I so enjoy working with women to get their books published, especially first time authors, because it took me 7 years to publish my first book. And I made a vow that I would help anyone who wants to write a book so that you don't have to take 7 years to write a book. It just doesn't take that long. I was I went from self sabotage to self published, but I took the long way, and there's a shortcut. So
You
if
made it
you're
short
there,
too.
if
When
you're
did we start?
it was a few months. It was just a few months. Maybe
Yeah,
I
it
want to
was.
say 8, 9 weeks that we've got together. But it doesn't take that long. There's a shortcut, and I can help you get to where you need to be. If you have your content and you want to get it done, we can do this. And so, the one thing that sticks out with me for you guys is that you guys were creators from the beginning of the process to the end. You knew what content you wanted to put in was authentic and they were created by you. You guys created the covers. You brought in things that were personal to you. Your colors in the book is so fantastic with the colors. They jump out at you. And then they had a special touch. And I like them to talk about that. And that's what Jermaine was bringing up. They decided that they had a symbol that was important for them. And each one of them brought in a symbol which was colorful and bright. And I'm telling you, we used it throughout the book and it looks phenomenal. So I would love for each of you to talk about what symbol you used and why in the book. And let's start with Jermaine.
Oh, okay. So I call our symbols our spirit animals, and everyone has a spirit animal. I have two. I have, and I couldn't decide between cat and butterfly. And I just have a special connection with both of them. Cats are attracted to me. We communicate. You know, they just are attracted to me. And butterflies too. They come around me. They fly on me. They're beautiful. And so I chose I, when I try to decide, I chose the butterfly, and that because it's my spirit symbol. You know, it represents me, and I see them all the time, and they communicate. They come near me. They're my location. They're on me.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you,
And I
Jermaine.
and red is a red butterfly because as you can see, red is my favorite color, so I made a red butterfly.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. What about you?
Okay, my symbol is the lotus flower. And look, I really wanted the butterfly, but I'm not gonna say that to Jermaine, but I did. And I love red too, but I love all the colors. But I chose the flower because I have been learning how to craft. Like all of a sudden, the creative side of me started coming out over the past 2 years, and I make wreaths, and I love flowers. And I said, okay, I'll be the flower. I'll be the flower. So I chose
mhm.
that. I love gold as well, like the color gold. So I chose that color.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, Tyree, what about you?
And my symbol was the turtle. And I love turtles. There's something about turtles that I love. They symbolize longevity, perseverance, and protection and tranquility. In my business, my outside of this is called Turtle Wind. So I've used the turtle, which is my totem animal. So I love that's how I picked the turtle. And the color of the turtle is my favorite color, which is turquoise. So that's how
Awesome.
I came up with the turtle.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And last and certainly not least, Samima.
Well, I'm gonna make this long story short. I was on a healing retreat in Arizona and Sedona, and there was a shaman, and he was drumming, and all of a sudden these hummingbirds started coming around, lots of them, and he was like, "Do you see this? He said, this is really rare. This is your spirit bird. They're all here."
Oh, wow.
Helping you in your healing. So from that point on, I just love hummingbirds, and I just kind of find they just come around, and I get so excited when I see one. So that's my spirit, and purple has just been my color forever. So purple and the hummingbird that I use, I think it's a multicolored hummingbird.
Awesome. That is so. So you guys are so inspirational because you can tell when you're speaking that what's coming up is from your soul. And so this book is truly an inspiration for healing if that's what you're looking for. And so I encourage you all, not just because I'm the publisher of the book, to get not one copy or two, but 3 or 4 copies so that you can have it in your bag when you're traveling, at home by the bedside. And then when it's time to gift someone, or if you're out and about and you just feel the need to give a gift, you'll already have it with you. So don't be shy. There's plenty of books available. You can buy 2 or 3. They're affordable and they're beautiful, and the content is just what your soul needs. The tagline for my publishing company is publishing works that are good for your soul. And this book right here and these 4 authors are good for your soul. So I endorse it. I endorse them. And so I want to thank you ladies for coming. This is the first episode of Confidence Confessions. And so I want to leave with 2 questions. And the first question is I want to know, what did you do throughout this process to keep your confidence to a level to get you where you are here today? So let me know, what did you do during this process to maintain the confidence that you needed to get this book done? Let's start with Tyree.
Well, what did I do? I know that I had the support of my sisters was the first thing that helped me to be steadfast in doing what we needed to do. So that was support and my desire to want to do this because we've been together for years. So we knew each other and we could do this. So my confidence and the support and just wanting to do this for other people as well was something that was motivating for me to want this to happen for all of us, for everyone.
All right, ladies, if you're listening, you heard that? She had the
Yeah.
motivation to stay confident in her support from her sister circle. All right, Samima, you're next.
Yeah, you know what kept me? I kept quiet. I didn't go telling people often, "Oh, I'm writing a book."
Yeah.
I was quiet. I didn't tell a soul outside of this circle. And Yah she kept saying, "We can do this. We can do this." We can do this. And so it was just a confidence that, we can do this. And if you work in silence, I read somewhere, Deepak Chopra, I think, don't tell your wishes to the world, whisper them to God.
Yes.
And so that's what our prayer circle was about every morning, encouraging ourselves. We can do this. And so I sat in silence. And when I told people I have a book, they're like,
Well,
"You
yeah.
wrote a book?
You
You
know,
have a book? You wrote a book?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't tell anybody anything." Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, Jermaine, it's your turn.
Um, sure, I agree with what the sisters said. definitely in silence. You don't broadcast because there's naysayers and negative vibes from people. So in silence, and then we support each other. Also, I am a writer. I've written a couple of other books that they're not published, but so when it's like another opportunity to write, like I'm all in. I'm all in, and we support each other in silence. And with your support, you told us we could do it. It's like, oh, Sonceré said we could do it, so we got it. And
Yeah.
I love it. Sansaray said, that's too funny. My kids don't even listen to me, but you guys did. I'm so happy you did. Nah, what about you?
I think what kept me confident in doing it, like Tyree and everyone else said, is the fact that we had the support. That like there was the support of each other to say, okay, now we're going to do the next step. Okay, now like we put it in the computer. Each one of us has our special talents, and that made it easier to keep going, because if I was lacking, the other person was there and they could do that, and it was like, okay, she did that part. Okay, I could do this part. Don't forget to put this part. Um, Also, the fact that I didn't want to let them down, that kept my
Mhm.
confidence up. I wanted to be there for them like they are there for me. So that's what kept my confidence.
All
And,
right.
and it sounds right over and
What you say? Yeah. What you say?
over and over again. Okay, y'all have this. We're going to go into the next part. Don't forget we do this part. And it's like, okay, we can do this. It's like the babies following the mama.
Oh my God. It was just so exciting to work with you guys. And if you are listening or just tuning in, these four women have published their first book with my publishing company. The name of their book is I Am Prayer Warriors Sista Circle. As you can see it, it's a beautiful purple cover with these vibrant colors on it, just like all four of these women. And so if you're looking for some inspiration, a book of healing, some support, this is the book for you. And remember, you can't just buy one. Like you can't eat just one M&M. You gotta have a whole bag of books. So you're gonna have to get 3 or 4 copies of these books so that you can give them away
And
as
it's
gifts. And when you do order from the link that I put in the chat, you will get it signed by one of the authors, and you will also get a wonderful bookmark attached to the book. So we thank you in advance. Me, and these fantastic women, thank you for your purchase in advance. And so as we come to a close for this interview, I want you guys to answer 2 questions, any two of you. The first one is, how can individuals get in contact with you? And if you have any final thoughts, you can end with those.
All
Well,
right. We have, okay, go ahead, Samima.
I was going to say, I'll give the email. You can contact us by email, and that's pwsista, SISTA, circle at gmail.com. And of course, the link is there to purchase the book, bit.ly/pwsister4.
All
So
right.
that's our 2 contact sources for now.
So these women are
And we
available.
also
I didn't hear you.
we also have our Facebook page, which is the is it PW Sister Circle,
As I am
and I
Prayer Warriors.
am I am Prayer Warrior. Sorry, I am Prayer Warrior Sister Circle at Facebook. We're on Facebook, and our website is coming up as well, which was going to be pwsistercircle.com.
So fantastic. Now, is there any last words that you'd like to share with the audience before we close? Jermaine,
well, I'd
if
like
you,
to say something.
yes.
Yes, I want to say, my sisters, we have this book to encourage, and we have our prayer circle to encourage others to form their own prayer circle. But I always say, in addition to that, sometimes people don't want to get on a call. They just don't want to do that. But this is a way, another way to have some quiet time to set your day, read an I am statement, and set that high vibration as you start the day, not necessarily in a circle. If you can't get there, or this is what this book will do.
Mhm.
in addition.
Fantastic. You guys have done an outstanding job. I need you all who are watching this and the replays to go in the chat, to like and to share and subscribe to this channel. These four women are phenomenal. Thank you, ladies. I'm going to put you back into the waiting room. You guys hang out there until the live goes down. But I want to come to you personally to say thank you. I am your confidence coach, Sonceré, and as you know, I'm also a publishing coach. I help these fantastic women go through the journey of taking their authentic writings and putting it out into the world. God didn't give those I am statements to them individually to hold on to them. He gave them those statements because someone's waiting, and it just may be you. And so if you are looking for something to uplift your spirits, or if you have a circumstance that you're currently in and you just want something uplifting, this is the book for you. So go to the link in the chat and make sure you purchase a book for you and another woman. Even I'm making jokes about you buying 4 and 5, but you should buy 2, okay? You should at least buy 2 because it is a great opportunity to gift another person a gift. This is the first series session of the Confidence Confession series. I had the pleasure of interviewing the Fantastic Four: Samima Aziz, Tyree Thornton, Yah Hatcher, and Jermaine Jennings. Thank you for spending your time here with me, finding it not robbery to be able to uplift, empower, and educate another woman to stay confident in the dreams that they have in their hearts. So I thank you all for participating. I thank you for the wonderful comments. Ladies, there's some comments and they're saying congratulations to you. This is so beautiful. I'm so proud of you, ladies. You guys are an inspiration to others. So continue to do what God's placed in your heart. And I will see you back here next time. And so I'm going to give you a call to action for those of you who are listening. If you are interested in being on the Confidence Confession show, you can reach out to me by going to confidence bit.ly.confidence confessions. And if you go and you go to the bit.ly confidence confessions, one word, you can sign up and I will reach back to you and we will get you scheduled. I will be here every single Thursday at 7:30 interviewing different women for all the phenomenal things that they're doing by using the confidence that God has given them. This is your confidence coach, Sonceré, and I've had a fabulous time. I look forward to seeing you guys. Bye-bye.